Hey folks, I'm here to give you a product review, but it's going to be actually sort of an update for my bus, plus a product review, plus a DIY. So let's get started. This is a product I've been using for quite a while. Okay, I didn't get to the. Hang on, give me a second. Alright, this right here is a product I've been using for a while. I'll have a link in the description of it, on Amazon. But this is a very good, in my opinion, very good glaze coat, clear coat. Very hard, and it levels out very well. Now you might see, let me point you down this way just a little bit. See this tape around here? What the reason why I'm doing that is most of the applications for this, most people what they do is just do just the top surface. This is going to be both sides. So what you do is you pour it on and you let it run onto here. You don't, because if you let it run onto the backside of the wood, you'll have droplets, hardened droplets, and so this keeps it from becoming hardened droplets. This will just fall off of here, then it won't get near the wood. And then what you can do is you flip it over after that, and you do the same thing to that the other side as you put the tape on it, and that way it keeps either side from getting droplets on it. I wish I had one that I had done that on, so I could show you what I'm talking about, but I don't. But I'm going to show you how to mix this stuff up. Now they recommend that you use, I'm using two separate ones, two separate measuring cups. Not really measuring, this is these were laundry detergent cups. Anyhow, I'm using these. Makes it easier to measure them out. This is my, I've gone through so many, probably 3 or 4 gallons of this stuff already, just because the things I was new to this, and things I messed up on projects, had to redo them and so forth. So I got a lot of money invested in this stuff here, but I like it. I really like it. So anyhow, let's get started. Let me go get my stirring stick. Oh, by the way, there's going to be a link in the description to the PDF on how to mix and stir and apply the clear coat. So you can check that out. And then, so anyhow, let's get started. They recommend stirring for I think it's 2 to 3 minutes. But the one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to get too many bubbles in there, and so if you stir too quickly, I guess it agitates it and puts bubbles in it, which I really don't care whether it has bubbles in it or not, because I use a heat gun after I'm done to get all the bubbles out. So I'm not really concerned with bubbles. This is probably my 10th time doing this, at least. This piece here is going to get top and bottom, so I have to wait 2 days for this to harden. I got another one over there that's I've got to do. And you see the little hole on top? I put some tape on the bottom so that it won't go through, and it'll fill the hole up and harden on there. Then this other one down here, I don't know if you can see that, right there, there you go. That's for my composting toilet. So I'm clear coating the top of that. I'm not going to do the bottom on that one. That one over there I am. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start mixing this stuff up. The one thing I do not like about this is, I'd rather just do it by sight, in the in the thing there, or you know, this is the line I want to go down to right here, say for instance right here, but they don't have, this one here is dark or black and you can't see through it, so that doesn't do any good. So anyhow, we're gonna fill this thing up. We're gonna need a lot. All right, so that's one. Ay, 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 ay. All right, so that's the hardener going in. And you don't have to be super quick on this stuff. It takes a while to dry or skin over or anything like that. The one thing you got to remember on this, all right, is you want to put the glaze in the center of the board. What I've done in the past is I've put it, you know, poured in small amounts here, there, and everywhere. But the problem is that what happens then is it gets too thick and you have too much runoff and you waste it. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to put it just in the center of the board, big old puddle, and start spreading it out slowly with my with my putty knife. It saves it better. It's more economical that way. All right, so we got those two. I need more. I know I need more. And this is the hardener one right here. Like I said, we're going to probably fill that thing all the way up. Just because I've done this so many times already, I know basically what it's going to take to do these 3 boards. Alright, so now we start the mixing. Like I said, you're supposed to mix it for like 2 to 3 minutes. You're supposed to do like center, you know, like this, sort of like this, and then every now and again get the edges to get maybe some hardener or whatever that's gotten over there, and then you go to the bottom. So you want to just kind of move it around in there. You want to just stay in one spot. And like I said, I'm not concerned with the bubbles that it creates, but so I'm not going to worry about that, because I'll work them out with the heat gun. The heat gun helps the bubbles out quite a bit. And this will take, it'll probably be hard tomorrow morning, but it won't be hard enough to flip it over and do the other side and lay it on the part that was just done the day before. I don't normally mix this up for 3 minutes. I just look, you know, see how it's looking, whether it's really clear or not. That means everything's gotten mixed together well. It's not quite clear yet. You might even actually start seeing some bubbles popping up in the air. I have that happen quite often. There goes one right there. Alright, so I'm going to get this thing here out of the way. Bring this here back over here. And we can start the process. I'll probably just show you this one right here, because I got 3 of them to do. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. So this is what we're going to do. We're just going to pour it on. And I'll spread it out. You don't want it real thick. I mean, you're going to end up wasting it if you put it on too thick, and it'll drip off. I've wasted way too much before. So you just spread it out like this, and let me tell you what, this is Eastern red cedar, more like purple cedar. But man, that red just that purple just pops when you put this stuff on. I'm not even putting any pressure. I'm just dragging it across. And once I get done with it, get all the places covered, I'll probably put just a little bit more on, depending on how it looks. If I can tell whether it's thicker or not, or if it's too thick, then I won't put any more on. If it isn't thick enough, then I'll put more on. And all you want to do is get it to the edges and let it roll over on the edges. Just just barely. You just want to push it over the edge, just so the edges get the clear coat on them. I want to make sure the edges get covered. Even though I know I'm going to have another chance to do it when I do the bottom side, I'd like to get it covered this time. That way maybe it'll have a double coat on it, have two coats on it. You just want to keep on pushing to the side. I know it looks like a lot of work to get this done, but if you want it to turn out good, you gotta take your time on it. I've already learned. Hey folks, it's the next day. We'll show you how this glaze coat looks. It's dry. So without further ado, here we go. You got a few messed up parts, but I'm happy with it. Looks like it's fully covered. Got little bumps and things in there, but where it's going, where I'm putting it, I'm not too worried about it. This one here is going to have to be redone. You can see it's see the little ridges right here. I'll have to resand that down and do it again, or I can apply another coat on it, but I'll probably end up sanding it down and redoing it. This one here turned out very nice. There's where that hole was right there. So that did very well. I'm very happy with that one. That's both sides on that thing now. And you can also see these two little bumps right here. Yeah, this got to be sanded down. I don't think I'm going to have to sand it down all the way. Just get the bumps off of it and re-clear coat it. If you sand it down all the way, it takes quite a while. I use a belt sander to take care of it. Yes, it looks very nice. I'm happy with it. This will not have to be redone unless the other side's in bad shape. Oh, the other side, I haven't even done the other side yet. So anyhow, you see how that looks. I mean, I rushed it probably. Could have got more bubbles out. I can see a lot of bubbles in here. But I'm happy with it, especially like I said, where it's going. So anyhow, thanks for watching. And please subscribe, like, and share. Thanks, and see you on the next video.